Hey, viewer. I'm just gonna go to match. Playing the old 1v1, something that I play from time to time. If you don't know what 1v1 is, it's when you put 1 versus 1. It's pretty entertaining, I think. I enjoy it. Get on my level has already logged in, whereas I am not yet connected. And I'm playing Anhur, but before I do anything else, let me do this, this, and also that, because I am in the way of statistics. Let's go to net worth. I feel like that's a good one. Actually, you can see that at the top. Gold, X, player damage, sports, minion kills. Structure damage? Let's do... damage is just boring, so I want to do something else. Golden hand. Well, that can't be right. I can't have 1500 golden hand when I just bought all that shit. But I'm going to ignore it. And of course I'm playing Anhur. Get on my level is Bologna. Apparently this is like the one guy that plays Bologna, and I know his strategy. He goes with Wrath, Hand of the Gods. So that's why I went with Throwing Dagger. I normally wouldn't, but against a Wrath you kind of need to, because he's going to have some great clear. And also with Bludgeon he clears very fast. So that's why I didn't contest Red, because he has Wrath and I know there's no point in it. So I figured I'm going to clear this wave, I'm not going to use my abilities, and I'm going to sit here and try and zone him out a little bit. So he's missing some gold. So even though he gets red, he's missing out on some gold, which is beneficial. I'm going to hit some auto attacks, maybe. I hit an Impale, it's nice. And as soon as he disarms me, I'm hopping out. First, let me hop out the motherfucking Porsche. And so I can cleave with my auto attacks. She can too with Bludgeon. I hit that a little too late, unfortunately. But luckily I'm clearing faster than she is. And also I can still do damage to her. She might have, red buff. And she might be Bologna, which is like a direct counter to Hunters. This matchup's pretty even, I think. It's like, you can dominate early game with Wrath and like just win the game because you're so far ahead, because you get like Fire Giant or Bull Demon, sorry, you get like Bull Demon and red buff and you get all the buffs. So you can definitely win this as Bologna, but I think Anhur has the late game. I mean, it's the matchup's definitely not one-sided, put it that way. I'm no duel expert though. This is a load of horse shit. I ulted this. I swear my I just said ulted. I ulted it. I ulted it, and I swear my auto attack did enough damage to take it. But actually, she got the blue buff. So even though I wasted my ult, it was pretty much for nothing. And she's sustaining from the wave because she has Death's Toll and 15% attack speed from rank 1 Ichabod. And boots, and I have 1400 gold in hand, which means I'm going to back right here because I want to get boots online. And I was debating maybe getting attack speed boots because she had Ichabod. So with power boots you get 40 power, Ichabod takes away 30 of that. With attack speed boots I'd have 20 power, so I'd be at negative 10 power. But once you get to 0, it doesn't really like affect your damage anymore. And I'd still have 15% attack speed. So I was considering attack speed, but I figured I'm just going to get Ichabod anyway, so there's really no point in it. And plus, the power is really useful. I mean, if I can initiate a fight without getting hit too many times, then I'd be Gucci. And as you'd expect, she finished Ichabod before she finished anything else. That's just what you do. So you see that I'm actually tied with her in gold, so I think that's like her not using Wrath as well as she could be. I think at this point you kind of like... That was a fucking hell of a pillar. You can actually block the Bludgeon, and I don't think she knew that. So that's what I was trying to do there, and it worked. And I get the auto attack. She tried to Scourge me and disarm, but it missed. I didn't realize I was going to hit her there, or else I would have done that much sooner. I didn't think it'd impale her. Like, I'm not surprised it hit her, but I didn't think it would impale. Like, stun, I mean. Which, makes me kind of PJ Salt, but you can't have the best of all worlds. And I heard red buff coming up, but she has Wrath, and this is kind of how you have to play. It's like, well, I could do red buff, but she has Wrath, and I need to back anyway. She's going to be on her way. I probably could have done it looking back at how far she was, because she didn't have full boots. She didn't have like the movement speed for it. But it's better just to play it passively than take a fight, let her And I knew that was coming. I just figured that instead of letting her hold it, I might as well contest. That way she has to use it. That way I can maybe do like one of the blue buffs. Which neither is up, by the way, but I didn't know that. Hit her with the old knockback. Hit 0 auto attacks. Except, whoa, I hit that 180 there. That was pretty smooth. I like that. So I have 700 gold in hand, now 750. And I think after this wave, I go for my blue buff. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Let's see here. I tried to wall it off again. I stopped the one minion from getting hit, but not all of them. And the nice thing about throwing dagger is if she gets into the wave, then she gets poked. So, you know, that's nice. And here I'm just refreshing the timer. I do that a couple times in the game. I know red buff's down, but I'd rather have the timer so that when it comes up I know. And so I go for my blue buff, which I thought I jumped over there, but apparently I do not. And I don't want her to take it. I said the minions gave me vision of her, so I knew that she like wasn't here, wasn't like trying to do blue buff. And since she has Ichaival and full boots now, I kind of can't do this. And this is when I was thinking, like when she didn't come to my blue buff and she doesn't in lane, I was like, alright, she's probably doing Bull Demon. But she has, what's it called? And I can contest it, but she freaking has Wrath. And I knew she was doing it. You might think, oh, misplay, but no, like when they have Wrath, there's really no point. And that's essentially why I didn't do anything about it. And I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's a tower. If it was the Phoenix, maybe I would have gotten more, and I would have been more invested. But I wasn't too worried about it. I think I go Fatalis, third item, yeah. And so Frostalis, which is Frostbound Hammer, and Fatalis, is kind of just really good against melee characters because like Bellona and Baka are like Tyr, who's not melee, but he's melee range kinda. Really good against these characters that need to like get up close to you. And clearing out these bad boys. She's not doing any tower damage, by the way, because she's Bellona. She ults here, which is fine with me. She backs here, which is fine with me. And I noticed that red was just about to come up, and so I was waiting for it. Waiting for it. Oh, waiting for it. Also, she's building Stone Cutting Sword, which is like, I kind of don't want to get to the point where she has that. And I was waiting for it, but I knew if I, like, once the minions gave me vision, I was like, okay, I can't get it. She has Wrath. She's just going to go for it anyway. And I heard her doing it, saw her going towards it, so I was like, eh, whatever. Jumped over so that I could back, and I can't finish Fatalis, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's not something I can do right now. No. I'm 300 gold short. And there have been no kills yet in this game. Which is pretty surprising. I mean, 7 minutes in, usually you have a kill. Especially, like, she's Bellona. She wants a kill at this point. She should have Frostbound Hammer right now, and she doesn't. Or maybe not even... I would get Frostbound before I'd get, what's it called? Stone Cutting. Stone Cutting's definitely good, but, like... I don't know. As I'm saying this, she's wrecking me. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. And I was about to jump away there. And I just wasn't thinking. I wasn't, like, paying attention to my health, really. And, I died. I got kind of wrecked. Yeah, I'm moonwalking. Not anymore, though. Don't want to impress the ladies too much. Trying to remember what happens here. I do have Fatalis, which is, like, big for me because I can just do this, what I'm doing right now. And she's not going defense, which is also great because if she goes defense, then I need pen. And while pen is still good when people don't have defense, it's, like, not a requirement. And this was interesting. Interesting decision. Because, I mean, I get why she did it. That was a good Aegis. And she thought I was running away, and I said, nah, sucker. And that last spear missed, but luckily 7 of the 8 hit, and that was all I needed. So, although she's gotten Bull Demon and killed me already, I'm actually going to be the one to get her tower, I believe. I think I get her tower. I hope I get her tower. I don't get her tower. No. Well, I don't get her tower. Oh, I remember when I get the tower now. Spoiler alert, I get the tower. And I noticed she had beads, so I was waiting because she might get, like, weakening and I'd need curse, or sorry, sprint. But I got frenzy, that's what it's fucking called, right? Yep. I got frenzy because, let me read it to you. Using this item removes the disarm status from all allied gods, so essentially... Hold on a second. Okay. Oh shit, patch news. Alright, that's not for a while. History. Ha ha ha. I'm just gonna fast forward it. Oh shit! You just saw the results. Don't rewind it, unless you want the spoiler. But shit. Wait, where's my mouse? Dang it, man, I have the glitch. Talk about some professional grade freaking Smite. I'll tell you what, guys. I wish Smite did this cool thing where it worked. Because, like, I know it doesn't like to a lot of the time. But it'd be cool if it did. So, I'm going to relaunch Smite. I'm going to tell you a little story. This is my room. I have my bed that will be in my college room for the well, not my college room because I won't be living on campus. I'll be living off campus. So that's just my what the heck? My hair looks dumb as hell. That's a twin. I'm pretty sure that's the smallest type of bed, twin. That's what I'll be sleeping in. I'll probably be taking these little things, which is like where I keep my wallet and shit. Really nothing else over there. Here's my bed. Here's my dresser behind me, which will also be going with me. I'll probably be taking that light right there. It's a nice light. Good for reading and whatnot. Just in case you didn't see last time and now you would have it in your mind to look, I'm going to do this so that you don't see the results of the game. And as soon as it is playing, I'm going to do this. I don't know what's going on. You can't see my mouse, can you? Oh, there we go. I don't really understand what's going on here. There we go. Go to match. If this doesn't work again, then... Okay, good. So I'm going to take it to around where I left off. I forget where it was. Look at my health. That's crazy. That's when I lost my blue buff. I'll slow it down once it gets to 1-1, because that's... I know that happened. So around 7 minutes it was still 0-0. This is kind of fun to watch in slow motion. She kills me here after I was talking shit. This is her getting shit on from her point of view. Me backing. And, yes, now I recall, I'm going to do this. Again, I knew that, what's it called? Webcam. What the hell? Oh, I had spacebar in, so it was spazzing out. I'm sorry if you have epilepsy. So, I knew that he was doing the, Bull Demon, and I was like, you know what, I'll just trade out my tower for his. I mean, it's a pretty decent deal for me. And I have Fatalis here, so I'm kind of confident. And I get hit with that, unfortunately. And I'm dead here. I mean, you don't get that low without dying. And I think I kind of attribute that to stone cutting. I wasn't prepared for it. I don't think she had it the last time we, like, full-on fought. I could be wrong there. But regardless, you know, she got me. And I knew she was doing this because I was, like, when you die, you have vision from the tower, and I could hear her doing it. So that's not a big deal. I mean, she had been getting it all game, so it's not like it's a surprise that she's getting another red buff. And so I figured I'd try and defend it, but I miss all of my autos until that one. Get the old knockback. Disarms me, so I run away. I'm not trying to fight. I figured I'm probably not going to be able to stop her, so clear the minions. Wait for my minions to come. Not much else I can do. And she actually backs off, which I thought was strange. And because I skipped lifesteal earlier, I went into lifesteal now. And normally I get Devo gloves, but I had already planned on getting Kins because Kins would be really big against someone who's, you know, a warrior and building defense/health. And so I was thinking, I have Aussie now. My damage is fine, so I'll go Frostbound next item, and then I'll get Kins where Throwing Dagger is, and then if it got that late in the game, I was going to get Executioner where Igval is. That way I'd have, you know, a ton of attack speed, but also have the pen that I needed. No one really likes Executioner except for me, and I'm okay with that. Like, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think it's still a good item. It's more DPS than Titan's Bane, it's just less pen, but you have 25% attack speed, which is big. I feel like people don't rate that highly enough. I understand against towers that it's not, you know, that Titan's Bane is more effective, and I realize that you can get Oboe and Titan's Bane and basically have what Executioner does, but you could also get Executioner and Rage, and then you might have a little bit less attack speed, a little bit less damage, but since you have Rage, you end up doing more damage. So I think Executioner is still a good item. It's pen, attack speed, power. It's like hard to not like that item. And right here I had this funny feeling. I was like, there's no way she's not doing anything, so I turned around, and what do you know? And she had Fatalis, which, not a decision I agree with. And she tried to hit me with Bludgeon, so I was like, alright, I'm going to jump away. And that's exactly what I did. I also have 954 gold if you look at the bottom left of your screen, which means I'm really close to having a finished Fatalis, or Frostalis. There you go, is the Frostbound Hammer. And I'm in a pretty good spot right now, because melee characters suffer severely from Frostalis. Really? What's she doing? I don't know. Anyway, I thought she was doing the Bull Demon right now. And then I was like, oh, she's not doing blue, Bull Demon, nope. I was like, oh, okay, here she is. It's nice to know. Tried to block it off, I failed, but I at least blocked her pathing off. And I have Frostbound here, so like, if she can try and get close, but then she kind of just can't get close. I have more slows than she does. She has Frostbound, I have Frostbound, but I also have my pillar, so I have more slows than she does, which is good. Also, my first red buff of the game, which means I'm in a pretty decent spot. Like, I was really happy to get this, because if I could get a kill against her without it, and she was dominating and getting it all game, then I think it's a pretty decent likelihood that, you know, I can maybe do well, since I have red buff. Red buff's a lot of damage. And also, I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me that she's doing Bull Demon at this point. She has Wrath. What else would she be doing? And so I tried to time this perfectly, Impale into alting this thing, and I actually get it, which is huge. Or as Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump would say, huge. They say it with a Y. She thought she was slick trying to alt in place, but she was not. Because I can do the same thing as Anhur. And that's what I did. So her Phoenix is down. I don't have anything to clear this because my 2's down and I don't have Throwing Dagger anymore. But I figured this would be a good chance to back and get Kins, which is what I'm going to do in 3, 2, 1 here. And also, I had enough gold for a 450 pot in like 10 seconds, not even that. And it didn't make sense to sell Igval yet because I wouldn't have enough to finish Executioner. So I figured there was really no point in doing that. I'd rather just get the 20 power instead of waiting and only having, you know, 15 power, 15% attack speed. I'd rather have Igval and 20 power. And she's scared now, which she really should be, because her shit's down. She has Fatalis, which was a stupid, terrible decision, I think. I wouldn't have done that. And again, the thing messed up. So here I'm like really putting on the pressure, and she just can't get away because I have Frostalis, and she can't really advance on me because I can move backwards faster than she can move forwards. I probably could have killed her there, possibly, and you know, just taken the game right there. But I just wasn't thinking. That's all it really comes down to. I miss some auto attacks, but that happens. This is a rough spot for her because you pick the Luna for the early game easy cheese strats, and when they don't pull it off, like, you're kind of in a shitty position late game. And so here I'm getting some decent damage off, just auto attacking it. And I hit her with mean jukes there. She thought I'd go forward, but I didn't. And for the final hurrah, hit her with the Desert Fury there. And I mean, once I would have gotten Executioner, the game would have been a lot more in my favor anyway, just because I don't have defense, so it's not like her getting Executioner would help a lot. But she has defense and health, and so Executioner would have helped me a lot because it stacks with Kins, with the health, and the defense with the Executioner. So that game at that point was kind of just mine to take. And I mean, Frostalis is kind of cheesy, I guess. People don't like it. I can't really blame them. I don't know. It's like, just don't pick a melee god if you're not comfortable with going against Frostalis. You have to assume... Wait, what is Anhur doing? Do they just go back to base after the game? That's hilarious. I didn't know that. There we go. He said GG WP, and I said GG. No. Doesn't show up. Huh. Here are the damage numbers. She obviously took and mitigated a lot. I mitigated nothing. She mitigated a good bit. She took a good bit too, but I dealt more. I also farmed better, which the problem is that she had Wrath and didn't farm better. And at that point, there's no point in having Wrath. She would have been better off late game with like a weakening, because then I would have been forced into Curse, and I wouldn't have been able to use Frenzy, which gave me decent damage and also cleansed the Disarm. But she went for the early game cheese and didn't pay off. But that was my video of Anhur Duel. I am currently... I don't know. I lost a lot of Duel recently. I'm tilting. And I'm trash at Duel. But I'm having fun with it. I haven't been playing Anhur as much. I've been playing like Uller. Played Anubis once and got shit on by a Hebo. And it was fun. But I'll be playing probably more Anhur, more Uller. 176, that's a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And peace out, guys.